She had to deal with that problem for a few weeks.
So for all you alternate routes, take bus stop.
Yeah.
Get on 85 and let's go.
We get to ask her today how many times she's been blamed for traffic around here.
Every day.
What is she supposed to do? We're going to talk to her about that.
I also want to know which. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Just found out she had to not do Italian for a year, but we're going to leave that alone. We couldn't do Italian for a year.
And that's enough of that. Moving on from that.
We got so much to talk with her about. We're going to find out about it. To that. We also got Chuck Wiley coming in, former NFLer. He's coming in and talk about his camp that he got going on June the 8th. He'll be in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yes, sir.
We got our crush rundown. We got some good realies for you today.
I don't have
topics,
any good realies.
Wide out corner.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to recap this show as we always do. Man, this Chris intro is brought to you by Hard Work Apparel. Hard Work Apparel was designed to unlock the psychological elements of drive, desire, and determination. That's that 3D effect, which is necessary to push the body and mind to its optimal level of performance. Once you wear Hard Work Apparel, you'll subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork.com for more information. And what's the motto, Maceo?
Hard work ain't easy, baby.
When we come back.
Like them 5 miles we had to run today that I wasn't ready for, but who cares?
Yeah, you there, man. You good?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you were there talking to your dad and everything. You've been doing it, man.
Whatever.
When we come back, man, we're doing our hot topic. See if Julie want to jump in. I know we bring her on for a few minutes. Then after that, we do our crushing interview. So, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It's the Crush.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
and get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260. SSNATL.com. We've got the internet locked down. With an awesome mix of urban hits and smart talk for the smarter listener. Go to Google Play and download the app free. Search SSNATL.
Hot topics.
We're going into these hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile is becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 19, and complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Hey, man, so the hot topic for today, of course, it has to be brought up. Golden State is up 2-0 to Cleveland now, and it's already over according to everybody on Facebook, Twitter, everybody else in the world. Hey, first of all, how you doing, Julie?
I'm great, thank you.
I know you have to be in bed by a certain time. Do you watch any of the games after 8 o'clock?
It's real sad. Everything is DVR. DVR is life nowadays for me.
Yeah.
Everything is on DVR. But.
So it's 2-0, and so give me your thoughts on the series so far, sir.
Well, I mean, it's going according to what I said. Everything that I kind of talked about in the room, I seem to be right so far. I'm going to just leave it at that for now.
2-0, Golden State held serve. They've done it again, back-to-back years. They held serve last year, 2-0. Last year, they actually were worse with the score. They had an average of 30 points a game last year. They were up by.
Right.
We're going to see what happens. They're going to Cleveland. I'm a couple of things to notice from the game. Golden State was able to find a weakness in Kyrie. That if they put him in that 1-4 pick and roll, it's not a good thing for him. That has been a big issue, as well as Tristan Thompson. Is the Kardashian curse real?
It's real.
Is it a real thing?
Is it real, Julie?
You know what? I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna leave them because you just never know. You don't.
Yeah, they might do a curse on us.
I'm right.
No, because we're not gonna have them on the show. So you have to come. You have to interact with them. They're like vampires or something. Like you gotta let them in your house first. We're not gonna let them in the house. We're gonna put garlic by the door.
Tristan Thompson averaging 4 rebounds a game. So he's getting about $2 million a rebound, according to his contract.
But he wear them fur coats, though.
Oh, they be nice, though. They be real nice.
Yeah, he's stunning.
In 90-degree weather. It's just summer.
Hollywood, baby, Hollywood.
But some of the things, what's been the biggest surprise for you, Macy, when you saw so far?
Again, I kind of saw this coming because the thing that we talked about last week was this is why they brought Kevin Durant in. For nights, like you saw game 1, Clay didn't have his game. Put in those 36 points that KD pumped in. They had a lot of turnovers last night, but the fact that you had Clay scoring, KD scored, and Steph being Steph. Once again, it seemed like he's found his form, but it's not as much pressure on him this go round. So, I mean, hey, they're a loose bunch, man. They're a loose bunch.
And I agree with our boys at WBLZ Sports. This is a must-win for the Cavs.
They got to win. They have to win game 3.
But I think the biggest surprise for me is Kyrie don't look comfortable. Kyrie don't look comfortable.
Yeah.
He look like he's forcing the issue a little bit now. And it looks like the dribbling is nice. He got nice handles.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I mean,
he has the prettiest handles in the game.
I mean,
it's
he's the best. When it comes to dribbling, he's the best.
But I haven't seen too many, the shots look like it's a little bit too much going on. J.R. Smith is on Bolo. Be on the lookout for him.
J.R. Smith, baby. J.R. Smith playing with a heavy heart. His daughter was just released from the hospital. She was a preemie. So many things can affect the outcome of games, and you never understand the mental of what these players.
Which a lot of it is, and
it's mental.
Yeah, Julie, you being a basketball player in your life, mental happens a lot in JR. I think he'll play better at home because he'll be around his kid, he'll be around his family. Should be interesting to see when you see him this week.
Yeah, but you're right. It does have a people don't see that or think about that as much. I don't think when they're watching the game. Of course, they just want to be entertained by the game. But
no doubt.
There is a lot more that goes into where their head is at, where their energy is, that kind of thing. So
it's the mental. As Dion checked in, he was talking about some. Can they get Lil B? He want to know if the Lil B curse
can be put on.
No, Lil B only has a trance on James Harden. He finally took it off. James Harden.
He took it off, Lil James.
So hey man,
James Harden is like, yeah, my beard's nice now. I'm good.
The thing I like what I'm seeing from KD, and we're gonna kind of get into this a little later. It's more pressure on KD than anybody, because if they don't win a championship, it's a bust. Him moving to Golden State is a bust. Like, he did it for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this was
all of the pressure is on KD.
This was, dude, you don't win one, leave.
Like,
situation.
Done.
Don't come back this summer.
Job 1 is to win. Like, we have to win it today.
Dude, we were 73 wins last year. You come here to win.
Yeah.
You win this year.
And last time I checked, the Cavs are the champs, right?
Yeah.
So nobody feeling sorry for the champs.
Oh, no.
So, miss me with the say, they won 73 last year. They didn't win the championship. The goal is to win the championship.
My thing is,
that's what I thought.
When you get to we're going to see Golden State held serve, which they supposed to at home.
And what's the motto?
Got to win on the road. Man.
Playoffs don't start till you lose at home.
Road. And then we're going to see. I wouldn't be surprised game 3, and Cavs win. I wouldn't be surprised. I think you're going to see. That's a good point about the JR thing. I think that's something.
Man, that's big.
When you're on the road and you got family issues. You
Right.
worried about it.
Right.
You just like, man, take me out, coach.
Imagine his wife FaceTiming him.
Yeah.
Baby in the background, and then he feeling some kind of way, and then he can't really be JR.
What's his Mon Shumpert problem?
Well, see, so Amon's Shumpert problem is his hairdo. See, he got to just decide, man, I got to go back to last time I really balled, I had a low fade. I go back to a low fade, man. I got to leave the perm alone.
I think it's a little too much going on up there.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, Shump. Come on, Shump.
The perm got him. He had to take an IV. It was so much that's taken out of his body right now.
Right, so
this might be hitting him.
Bantu affects your body so many ways because you got imagine how much sweat. He got to wear a do-rag, then pregame he got to wear like a hairnet, and then like the bag. It's almost like got a Jerry curl. Like
when he go to bed, he got to do a lot of work at home when he go to bed.
They probably got an extra charge for the sheets that he done made, the pillowcases he done messed up, man.
Wait a minute.
There's a lot of stuff going on. So
they got an extra hotel fee.
They got a hotel fee for pillowcases. They like Shump, what room Shump in? Take the pillowcases with you, dog. We'll just add that to the bill.
Shump, visit your nearest barbershop.
Hey man, Shump, low fade, baby. Even Steven, and then get a part too. Get a hook part. Let's go.
Get the part. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Hey man, y'all got just a little taste. We have the full interview coming up right after this message. So stay with us. It's the Crush.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor.
Hey, we're going to this crushing interview brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's model is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com, ORASI.com for more information. Maceo, please introduce our guest, sir.
Man, coming to the microphone, traffic reporter for CBS 46 News. She's also a professional sand volleyball player. She went to the league in that.
No pressure.
Louisville grad, go Cards, hate Kentucky. Julie Smith to the microphone. What's going on, Julie?
L's up in the studio. I'm good. Thank you
Okay,
for having me.
L's
Gotta have
up.
the L's up.
L's up.
Represent.
Okay, Heisman Trophy winner, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Very good.
No
That's
doubt.
Right. That's right. Yeah. And I graduated from Boone County High School in Northern Kentucky, which is where Sean Alexander graduated.
Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
Another Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah. Sean Alexander.
Yep.
Wow.
Something about
Alabama.
coming through the same classrooms I did, I think.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
Just playing.
Without a doubt. Let's do it.
We got it like that. So Julie,
Yes.
tell us about every morning waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever, and then having to try to get Atlanta in these streets through traffic, man. Talk to us about that.
Well, I will say, so I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary at CBS 46 on June 27th.
Right.
And this was definitely, I think it's tough for anybody.
Yeah.
I am by nature a night owl. Night owl. So this was a transition for me. It was painful, but I don't think I could do it if I didn't love what I do. If it was anything else, I just don't know if I could make it. But yeah, my alarm clock goes off at about 1:45. I snooze for about an hour. I really don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right
that's
about that time, then I jump up and I'm in by 4, and we go on air at 4:30.
Wow.
And never a dull moment. It's job security in Atlanta, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But and there was a nice little treat when I-85 fell down.
Right.
I shed
right.
a tear.
Right.
I truly did.
How stressful was that? Because the routes were so different. It's like, listen, y'all not taking 85, so good luck with everything else.
Just never mind.
How was that period right there?
It was rough. I remember I was out past my bedtime, but I was working. But I just happened to, be working on a special project that night, and I was all the way out in Woodstock. So I was already fretting a little bit about knowing I was going to get to bed late on a normal day. Then while I was out there, that happened. So I just thought, oh no. So, but, the good thing about CBS 46 is, everybody, comes together, works as a team. So when I got back in the next morning, I've been doing it now, I got on air in August, but still, it's a little nerve-wracking. It's Atlanta, it's a lot of roadways, the alternate routes, it's a work in progress. So, and the information was constantly changing.
Right.
It was, so, but I just jumped into the best I could, kept in touch with GDOT to see, and everybody kind of worked together. We stayed late and just did what we had to do, but it was stressful.
Very.
But the adrenaline was up there, so.
Okay.
I
can dig it.
What were you hearing from the people of Atlanta?
Oh God. I was hearing their tears hitting the ground as well. It was hard. It was hard for people, obviously, for some more than others. And my heart went out to them, and the businesses too.
Yeah.
Some businesses really took a hit because of that. But, I have to say hats off to Atlanta, though, because I was expecting much worse. I was expecting it to be much more of a disaster. I noticed patterns like 285, northbound in particular, on both sides. That would take a big hit, obviously, because people are now using more of that. But they kind of figured it out. A lot of people used MARTA. I know a lot of them, it was really reluctantly. They didn't want to.
Yeah.
But they made it work. They understood that, hey, the less people on the roadways, the better. And I really saw people work together that way as well, But they were definitely frustrated and, understandably so. But look how quick we got it. I say we, like I was out there in a hard
Real
hat.
quick, let me ask you a question. Yeah. People say, what if you woke up at 3? Would you still snooze an hour?
If I woke up at 3, no.
It should be late.
Unless I could broadcast from home. If we could set up all the equipment, trust me, I would be all over that. But, no, there have been, like anybody at any job, there are those days, you accidentally set the clock for, let's see, for me, it would be the reverse. I set it for AM. If I accidentally set it for PM.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, those kind of things happen, and there have definitely been those times where I go running in. You all would not believe sometimes what I look like 5 minutes before going on air. But you figure that out, too.
All out sprint.
Hey, make sure they looking like in traffic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling this, but sometimes if you were to be up at 4:30 and see that very first traffic hit and pay attention to each one over the next hour, you'll notice.
It'll get better and better.
Oh, she's got lipstick on now. Oh, her hair wasn't that curly 5 minutes ago. You just got to make it work.
There's been some differences going on in these last few commercials.
She changed blouses.
Right. Wasn't her hair down? Well, what day is it? What am I? Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, what happened? Is my DVR? What is going on right here?
Sorry if I confuse anyone, but but no, we've got it down to a science for sure.
That's cool.
Sure.
Now let's talk real quick about your hosting the Kentucky Derby every year.
Ooh, yes.
How did you get hooked up with that?
Well, okay, so I grew up in northern Kentucky, Florence. If anybody's ever driven I-75 from Kentucky to Ohio, you might see a big water tower that says Florence, y'all. It's in,
That's it right there.
That's it.
Okay.
So that's where I grew up, but went south about an hour and a half to Louisville in '92. That was my freshman year at U of L. And I love the city of Louisville. It's a great city. I always encourage people to go visit. Great food there. But two things. I say, if you don't do anything else, go to a Kentucky Derby. That's a bucket list item. And go to the Muhammad Ali Center.
Yeah.
Those two things. But the Derby, I got pulled into that because, excuse me, since 92 or 93, that was my first Derby. I've been every single year since then, starting in college. So I started off in the infield, which is proper when you're a college student, and then, graduated and grew up and put the hat on and did the whole thing. And, I was just really involved in community, and eventually they reached out and said, hey, we'd like you to host our red carpet. Now, I didn't get to do it this past Derby. I was there, but I didn't get to do it because it's a little tougher now with the schedule and flights and all of that. And I had to be back. It was sweeps, so I had to be back and on air at 4. So, but I enjoyed.
Wow. Hey, so many questions.
I know, right?
We're just warming up.
How long do I get to stay?
You here.
I'm
you
in
here
here.
till your alarm go off.
I brought a blanket.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is Teddy Parrish, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to say.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, man, we're back. Listen to us live on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZ Sports. It's The Crush. We are here with Julie Smith,
professional sand volleyball player.
And then a Crush interview brought to you by Odyssey Software.
No doubt.
So, Louisville, we talk about it a lot,
Gotta
home of
say
the great
Louisville. Yeah.
Louisville.
University of Louisville.
Talk about the great times that you had there, of being on campus at Louisville. What was so great about it?
Oh, my goodness. That just makes me grin thinking about it. I really had my freshman year, I would say, I was so, I don't know, sheltered, maybe that's the best word. I had seen the movie School Days when I was young. That was about the only glimpse.
That was your college experience.
Well, yeah, so when I got on campus, and, first I would hear the AK. I'm like, what was that?
Nothing like the movie.
No, not at all. But, and just, that's the social aspect of it. But, Yeah, it was just my first time being out on my own. I didn't go too far from home. I was only about an hour and a half drive. But, I was out on my own. I was in the dorms, and the campus is beautiful, number one. It's a great university. And, of course, it's a basketball school. So I grew up playing since 10 years old. My dad started coaching me. And he was a huge U of L fan. So from the time I was little, he had me. I'll never forget LeBradford Smith. I knew that name from my dad cheering for him, but what I didn't realize is the age gap. I guess he was graduated, but he was still hanging out sometimes on campus. So my freshman year, I don't know why, but I know you. Yeah. But I was just walking out of my dorm and I was like, "That's LeBradford Smith." I was so excited. But Louisville's a great city. Go visit if you haven't been. Yeah, that's a well-kept secret for those who think it's just a flyover.
So to see that team that wears the blue. Not a big fan.
You saw me bristle up when you said
I saw that.
Go Cats.
So it's real.
Oh, it's so real.
It's real.
I lived in LA for a short time. And so I got to really feel that UCLA, USC. It's like that.
Okay.
It's like that. But I would venture to say even more so because Kentucky is a basketball country.
Right.
So, and then you've got, of course, Pitino having hopped around and been to UK. That was drama. I was at that first game when Pitino came to Louisville and they were throwing stuff out of the stands when they played UK. But it keeps it interesting and exciting.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, you were talking about California, so let's talk about Cali, life in Cali. What was Cali like?
It was different, but not as different as everybody assumed. When I was out there and I would say I was from Kentucky, it would really annoy me. They'd be like, "Ooh, oh my goodness." I'm like, "I'm sorry, have you been?" And of course no. Well, you've been watching too much Jerry Springer, okay?
Too much.
Yeah, and that would drive me crazy. But, Cali, I love it. I love to go and visit, have fun. Just for me, living there was just I didn't really get to enjoy it when I lived there, but I was also a freelance host. Right. It's that whole hustle and grind of auditions, and it's a rat race. So, I never felt like I could really relax.
So for doing that, though, you did it from things like BET and things like that, from being a freelance. How was that, and what was that life like?
Stressful. It's stressful, but it's also very rewarding when you do get the gig because you've put in so much work. You've worked so hard. I always said the hardest part of my work as a freelance host out there, I did not get paid for because that's preparing for your auditions. Getting to, 3 auditions in a day in LA, that will wear you out and take you your entire day just to get from point A to B to C. So it's really rewarding. And I don't, honestly, in a roundabout way, it led me here because after spending those 3 years, I realized, okay, I love this career. I still want it, but I miss the home life and the surroundings and the atmosphere back in the South, Kentucky, Tennessee, Right. So Atlanta was a no-brainer because now the industry was here.
Yeah.
And, so I met with the station manager at CBS 46, and it just so happened they have a show called Atlanta Plugged In, and they needed another host, and they needed a traffic reporter. He's like, we're just going to blend these together.
Blend them together.
And then here I am.
The more you can do.
That's right.
The more you can do.
That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
And that's what crazy, because, Entourage is one of my favorite shows. Right. And I always was like, you know what, that has to pretty much kind of be like life in L.A. Because everybody is pretty much there to make it.
Right.
And when you're not in the middle of you not making it, I have the waitress, I have the bartend, I have to do any job I can get so I can stay here.
Hustle. Absolutely. And I would say I spent 80% of my time just doing anything to cover the rent. And then a little bit, I felt like I got to do what I went out there for. So that was a big part of my decision to come back here because I'll tell you, that was the topic of conversation at auditions in LA. Everybody would be out in the lobby waiting for their turn talking about, should I move to Atlanta? Am I going to stay here? At least I'm going to get an agent in Atlanta, if nothing else. So, yeah, it's that.
They're talking about the A on the West Coast, baby.
That's right.
Explain to me, but getting acclimated from, is it Boone County?
It sounds so funny.
to Louisville, to LA, to Atlanta. I mean, that's a big jump.
Yes, I am now very well rounded.
I mean, how did you get acclimated to these big cities and things of that nature?
Okay, so Boone County, Florence, Kentucky is the town. It's basically a suburb of Cincinnati, Ohio, really. Okay. So it's 10 miles on the Kentucky side of the river. So I was used to, Cincinnati's big enough,
Right.
busy enough. And I have some family over there as well. And then I go to Louisville. Little bit. I'm not sure if it's bigger than Cincinnati or not, but it was definitely bigger than Florence, y'all. If anybody's ever driven 75, I've said they know that water tower. But then it was Louisville, and I started to expand a little more there, and becoming less and less sheltered. And I spent a lot of time in Louisville though after graduation. I graduated in '97. I didn't leave Louisville to go to LA till 2011. So I'd really grown some deep roots there. It was hard. It was hard to leave.
Oh, wow. You was in the mix.
Yeah, definitely.
You was almost a local.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was doing live TV there. That's where I started. So it was, I'm very grateful to Louisville. That's always going to be my family.
Hey, man, we about to take a break. When we come back,
you know what time it is.
Throw somebody in the hot seat.
Put it in the hot seat.
It's time to throw Julie in the hot seat.
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Stay with us.
Let's go.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
It's a Sensation Station Wealth Nation collaboration celebrating 7 years going hard in Always Radio Now. The Go Hard, Go Home Summer Series returns. It kicks off at Red Martini Lounge July 6th with multi-platinum selling artist Silk the Shocker. Performing all those hits with the celebrity red carpet brought to you by The Hype Magazine. It's no limit forever. The Hype Magazine, Wealth Nation, and Sensation Station Network celebrating 7 years goes hard July 6th at Red Martini Lounge. Tickets only $10. Get more info at ssnatl.com.
I know you got a man and all. Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey man, it's that time when we jump into this hot seat. We throw Miss Julie in the hot seat. Julie, you ready for this?
Don't hurt me.
We won't. Make sure get it started, buddy.
Best part about being in Atlanta so far.
Oh, that's hard. Just one thing?
Hey, this is your hot seat.
Food. Restaurant, yes. Restaurant, so good.
What's the most points you ever put up in a basketball game?
Oh gosh, it was so long ago. 20-something.
You put up 20s?
In high school. Okay. But that was the end of my career in high school. Yeah.
Did you play in the Jordans?
No, I remember we had baby blue Adidas high tops.
Hey, okay then.
I remember. Sure did.
The first time you ever went live on air, how was that feeling?
Oh gosh. It was awesome. I was a little nervous, but it was fun. And that's how I knew from that moment, I'm like, this is what I should have been doing years ago. So
I see you into home decor projects. You a big HGTV girl?
Love it. Love it. Yep.
The twins awesome on there.
They're so good. And, but what's funny is they always have you thinking, look how easy that was. I'm going to go get my little materials and some sandpaper or whatever.
Easy.
Yeah.
It didn't work that easy.
I still have a project, though. Right? I'm still going for it, though.
Go for it.
Doesn't stop me.
Go for it.
What's the one story that you've done that you've been like, that's like one of your go-to story that you always like to talk about?
Oh, gosh. That's a story. You mean just like when I meet new people and?
Yeah, well, if you had a story that you've done, you freelance, you've done everything.
Oh, you mean at work? Okay. Oh gosh, let me think. Who have I interviewed? Oh, you know what? It was right after I got to Atlanta, probably my second month, 2 or 3 months I was here, and I got in early in the morning, and one of my producers was like, "Oh, by the way, you're going down the street to interview Tyler Perry." Oh. I said, "What?"
Off the jump.
Yes, I'm here. I'm in Atlanta. I've arrived. Yes. But, I couldn't wait to talk to him because I had just gotten here from LA, and I wanted to tell him, everybody is talking about moving here, and that he was a huge part of that. So, yeah,
all right.
That was a big one.
Coolest person you met at the Kentucky Derby?
Oh, let me think. Warren Moon. The best guy. He's a friend now because I'm also involved with a celebrity gala the night before. Mm-hmm. He comes every year and supports us. It's like a little family reunion now, and he is genuine stand-up guy. I just love Warren. Hi, Warren.
One of our most popular questions that we like to ask people. What's that go-to ratchet song that you like to listen to?
Oh. God, I don't know if my boss is gonna hear this or not. No, I'll just. There's so many. I'm just gonna throw out. How about if I throw out the artist? Because
okay, throw out the artist.
Too short. He's
What's
got some
my favorite word?
He's got some anthems. You hear that first beat and you just automatically if I wake up out of bed.
I can already see you in the gym when they come on.
So when Blow the Whistle come on, it's a good thing.
I didn't say it, but wow.
What's my favorite word?
She already jamming, y'all.
My poor mom. My poor mother. I put her through it.
Favorite football team since you're into football?
I'd say Bengals, only because I grew up
right next to
not talking about, wins and losses, but
that
was the hometown team.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Since we know what Boone County is.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we know Florence, y'all.
Ocho Cinco.
Google Florence, y'all, and you'll see the water tower pop
That's
up.
That's the first thing pop up.
Florence.
Red and white water tower. It was a very nice place to.
And just like a good producer do, we got a little too shut.
Now see, I'm having PTSD. I feel like my mom's gonna come banging on the door in a second. Give me the cassette. Give it to me, and then she'll pull all the tape out of it. Give me that. I don't want to see that in this house anymore.
Just go buy another one.
When we come back, man, we're gonna finish up our interview with Julie. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face. And posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone
someone being bullied online, you can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You use Tearless baby shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Station Network. See ya. Hey. Had that Jeezy on.
Hey.
Hey, man, we were finishing up this great interview.
Okay, let me get back to my professional voice.
Yeah. We just went through a whole bunch of songs during the break.
Right.
We found out.
Her iTunes is going to be on fleek now.
Yeah. So when y'all come today, man, you got to start with one song. Anyway, but Julie, just... you talked about the other show that you do when you talk about it. It seems like you traveling around Atlanta. You've been to restaurants and things like that nature. Talk about that show for a little bit.
With Atlanta Plugged In?
Atlanta Plugged In, yeah.
So Atlanta Plugged In is a show we do at CBS 46. It comes on at 12:30, right after our noon newscast. And it's a half hour long, and it's local. It might be restaurants, a lot of people that are putting on events and fundraisers around town, business owners, anybody that wants to come on and promote their event and let people know about it and give them the 411 basically. And I have a lot. It's been a great way for me to get to know a lot about what's happening in the city. So I love doing it.
Now, you said moving from California to Atlanta was almost like, hey, this is the place.
Right. So I went home first to Kentucky, what was supposed to be a few months to catch up with family and friends, and before you know it, a year and a half had passed by, but always had Atlanta in my sights. That's the reason I left LA, was with the intention of coming here and working and living. And I was so excited when I got the job offer from CBS 46. I mean, I was telling you, I drove down here from Kentucky with the windows down the whole time, blasting "Welcome to Atlanta." I just couldn't wait to get here because I just knew this is where I wanted to be. It was a no-brainer.
The Black Mecca, baby.
Welcome to Atlanta.
I've always loved Atlanta, though, whenever I'd come to visit and hang out with friends.
Yeah, so do you attend any sporting events around? Have you attended?
So I've been to 2 Hawks games. Couldn't wait to do that. Haven't been to Falcons. Looking forward to Falcons game at the new stadium. Went and you all took a tour as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Looks amazing. So I can't wait to go to.
If they finish it, but okay.
Right.
Hate them, man.
All games will be played at Georgia Tech to further notice.
We'll catch up with y'all.
Matt Ryan playing in front of 30,000 instead of 90,000.
But another thing I really want to do, though, because I think growing up in northern Kentucky and being in college in Louisville, without there being a pro basketball team. That's why our college sports are so huge.
Right.
Those are our superstars.
Right.
So I'm still into it, probably more than pro ball. So, and more into basketball than football. But I have heard so much about Southern tailgating. I mean, we have fun tailgating in Kentucky, but I've heard this is a whole different thing. I really want to experience that.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
It's a culture. We do it for the culture.
Well, I'm in. Somebody invite me somewhere.
We do it for the culture, without a doubt. We're gonna make sure because we got to get you Atlanta-ized.
Right.
Yeah, we got to do that. So,
Exactly.
like I was telling you when I was talking in Atlanta language, but Greenbrier Mall, we need you to get to Greenbrier.
That's not how you said it, though. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I was in Atlanta talk.
Yeah, during the break we switched.
Right, I had to get shlom a little bit.
I had to lean in. I said, do what?
Yeah.
But Greenbrier.
Yes. Go get your fresh pair of Shelter Adidas from World Foot Locker. Tell Joe Maceo sent you. Got to holler at Joe.
Okay.
He's the guy.
Go see Joe.
Got to go see Joe.
Hey, Joe. I was sent by
There
Maceo.
you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. And there you go.
I'm going to do it.
So, is there anything haven't been able to do so far that you want to do?
Oh, several things because I'm asleep.
Right. we got to make sure you get a season pass to Six Flags. Gotta get your season pass.
Yeah,
to
I
Six
did an
Flags.
event with one of our reporters, Vince Sims. Hey, Vince, he's wonderful. We did an awards event out there for some students, so that was great. I got to see Six Flags, but I haven't got
You
Six
got to go
Flags
right.
yet.
You got to go stand in line.
Yeah.
Yes, 45-minute wait for the
But worth
screen
it.
machine. Yes, your knees gonna hurt a little bit, but
I'm
it's
scared
gonna be.
of roller coasters.
What?
I know. I'm such a chicken.
Oh.
I don't know. There's other stuff to do. I'm there for the food. I'm not gonna lie.
As also my homeboy Kobe Reynolds, shout out to Big Block. Kobe says that you can tailgate with him.
Oh,
So
sweet.
we'll
First
get that
invitation. Thank you.
We'll get that information, Kobe. There you go. I did that for you.
Perfect.
There you go.
Everybody gonna say you can tailgate.
You can tailgate with us.
I do have to do that.
Before you leave, thank you so much for coming on.
Are you kidding? Thanks for having me.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Oh, gosh. Everybody at CBS 46, all my family there. My squad. And then I've got some really great friends in Atlanta, too, that have really supported me since I moved here. Sherry, Kay, just so many people. Seriously, that's the nice thing. When you're new to a city, you don't know a ton of people. I've been welcomed wonderfully, which is great. So thank you to all my new friends. And then those, like I said, that have, kind of received me when I got here. They knew I was coming and they knew I was going to need help. They were like, let's get this girl together. She's going to be a zombie and half asleep. So let's help her out.
Let's get her on the right highways.
Yes. Highways and byways.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
without
Julie
a doubt.
Smith.
You guys are
Instagram,
awesome.
where can I get you at?
Julie Smith, CBS 46. That's Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. Come see me.
Follow her.
Yes. Professional volleyball player.
And all young people out there in the world, check out in the morning.
Yes.
Now I got to check from 4:30 to 7:30. I got to see the changes.
4:37 live every 10 minutes.
That's gonna be so odd tomorrow. Trying to see. I'm gonna be looking
Yeah,
hard.
tomorrow. Yeah. Yep, because I'm just going to get a little nap in before I go to work.
Like, she tricked us. She didn't do it today.
Hey, man, when we come back, we'll be in the Crush right now. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
My safety restrictions are on.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B. Console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C. Take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D. Help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Somebody say we need to repent. The Crush Rundown brought to you by the College Football League. The registration is now open. The College Football League provides a high school feeder youth football and cheer program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. Thank you, Julie. That was awesome, man. That was a ton of fun, man.
Man, throw the L's up.
Throw your L's up for
Throw
Louisville.
your L's up.
Shout out to everybody in Louisville.
We know now.
About to get into this rundown. We're going to go through the stories that we quite won't get into in the show, but we're going to run through them real quick. What you got, Mace?
Hey, man, Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton is ahead of schedule on rehabbing from his shoulder surgery. He will be doing some light throwing at their next minicamp coming up this week.
Okay. Yeah, we saw Cam recently.
Yeah. Saw Cam at the 7-on-7. He was carrying a broom around, doing some stretches on his arm. So, I mean, you know, hey, Cam Newton ready to go, baby.
Derek Fisher is trying to live that life.
He is about that life.
He's about
clearly.
that life.
He's about that life.
He was arrested on Sunday morning on suspicion of drinking
Turned
under
the
the
car
influence.
over.
Flipped the car over.
Flipped the car over.
Had his girlfriend in the car with him, Gloria Govan.
Yeah.
She was in the wreck. Both of them walked away. No injuries. But Derek Fisher, you trying not to get a job, buddy? you still not trying to get a job? So,
He good, man. D Fish good, man.
yeah, man. All right, D Fish.
D Fish good, man. Keep living that reality life out there, baby.
Triangle offense ain't working.
Keep doing it.
What you got, man?
Hey, man, that was my second story right there. Let me pay attention. Hey, Peyton Manning, 1 year into his retirement, man, he's keeping himself busy. Yesterday, he played golf with 45.
Oh, yeah.
Early in the day at the Trump National Golf Club. And then he visited the White House later on in the day, man. So, 18 is, he's enjoying life, man. When he's not cutting commercials, he's playing golf with 45.
He's around now the second guy that, Derek Fisher, Derek Jeter's one guy like that,
Yeah, man. Real quick, Marlon said, was Matt Barnes chasing them while they were on that
rumors have
high-speed
it.
chase?
Actually, he was in Golden State. He's on that bench.
Right.
He's on that bench.
He's playing who? He's hooping.
He's hooping.
So, hey.
I don't think he was there.
Nah, he didn't do that.
I don't think Matt Barnes was there.
He didn't do that.
I don't think.
He didn't do that. He wasn't there.
Charles Oakley said, hey, man, I ain't taking your stinking deal because it ain't my fault. New York just tried to give him a deal where he could just what they call, and I'll make sure I said this right, if he stayed out of trouble for 6 months, his charges would be expunged.
Really?
Charles Oakley said that would be saying I'm guilty and I'm not doing it. I'm going to take this thing to trial.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oakley said I was defending myself, people.
Come on.
And James Nolan going to pay for this.
Come on.
So, Oaks, that ain't my fault. What you got, man?
Hey, man, the Davidson College Wildcats, they eliminate the North Carolina Tar Heels to advance to the Super Regionals for the first time ever in school history. Heading to the College World Series, baby.
To the College World Series.
Hey.
Steph's old school.
Yes, sir.
Steph's old school going
Yes,
to
sir.
the College World Series.
Hey, man, they doing some big things over there. Shout out to that fund that Steph probably sent over there every year.
He probably give him a nice little
He probably give him a nice little check.
Yeah, give him a little something.
Dig that, Steph. I like that.
Seattle Seahawks will honor Cortez Kennedy this season with the number 96 decal on their helmets.
Yes, sir. Great guy.
We just know Cortez passed away recently at the age of 46, I could say. Or 48, I get that number right. But shout out to Seattle. Cortez, we talked about Cortez last week. Good guy, man. One of the good guys that everybody talks about. Passed way too soon, so you'll see his decal on Seattle Seahawks helmet going.
Funny story about Cortez when we do like little family trips going down to Orlando with me and Stacy.
Yeah,
we stay in Cortez Kennedy's house down in Orlando.
Really?
Yeah. And his only rule is, hey man, make sure y'all clean up.
When you gonna write this book?
Hey man, listen, man.
I mean, it's statute of limitations have passed now.
Maybe. Let's keep going. Ohio State head basketball coach Thad Matta will coach one more season in Columbus before he steps down due to health issues, man.
He gonna do one more?
He's gonna do one more. He said this is it. This is gonna be his last hurrah.
I thought he was done, but he said he's gonna give it one more try.
Yeah, gonna give it one more try. So I mean, hey, very good career at Ohio State.
Yeah,
of course, he made the run with Conley and your boy, big boy, Greg Oden.
Oden,
yes.
So, hey, all right, Dad, get it in. Speaking of illnesses, Chris Bosh has been ruled by doctors saying that the illness that he has is too severe, and that if he played, they can't sign off on it.
Right.
So the Miami Heat is expected to release him if Chris doesn't retire, and it doesn't sound that way yet. Chris may be one of those guys that may be a little hard-headed, might be fighting at Mace.
Yeah.
But if you keep hearing this after a while, I know you want to keep playing, but you had a good run. 12 years is nothing to sneeze at.
Made plenty of money.
So I know you want to play, but
yeah, man,
you got
health,
kids,
man.
man.
You got kids, man. You want to be around for your kids. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, shout out to University of Evansville right here to our man Eric Humphrey, man. He want to get so shout out to you, man.
What up,
Evansville Aces men's basketball team?
Let's do it,
hey, man. Man, we about to take a quick break, real quick. When we come out the top of the hour, we got some more stories for you.
We got them,
so stay with us.
Yes, sir.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man, we're into the second hour of the show, streaming live on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZ Sports. We're going to finish up this rundown that's being brought to you by the College Football League. Maceo, was I last?
Yeah, my turn. Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer has been cleared by doctors to return to work. So the next OTAs and moving forward, Mike Zimmer is back.
Mike Zimmer. Hey, man, you know, Mike do his do. He still, what you think Minnesota about Minnesota this year, man?
It's going to be interesting. Like what they did in the draft, life after Adrian Peterson, we will see.
That's going to be the big thing. Life after AP.
Life after Adrian Peterson. We know Teddy Bridgewater probably won't make it back to the field this year.
It'd be big shoulder pass again.
How does Sam Bradford mature year 2?
Yeah.
He has a chance to make some more money off these people. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out real quick, Mace, to the Georgia Swarm. I had a ball yesterday, man. Then the NFL, the National Lacrosse League Championship, is the Championship Cup. Georgia Swarm playing the Saskatchewan's Rush.
Right.
Game 1 was yesterday in Atlanta. Well, Infinite Energy Gym.
Bring that championship home.
It was very good. They won 18-14. Very high energy. I'm gonna tell y'all like this: for anybody who want to get into a real physical sport outside of football, lacrosse will be getting checked into that board is something else, man. So, congratulations, Georgia Swarm. They got a game this weekend on June 10th in Saskatchewan. If they win that one, they will be the champs. If not, Game 3 will be in Atlanta on June 18th. So we look forward to it. And go ahead, Georgia Swarm.
As Mike King checks in, talking about them Pittsburgh Steelers, a 6-bird. Boo, Mike King. Yeah, Mike King might be the only other person that got more tennis shoes than I do.
Really? What you got, man?
He's serious with it. Andy Murray, he moves into the quarterfinals of the French Open. He went 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 to advance. And Andy Murray probably should make some noise.
We're going to see.
He should make some noise in the French Open. You just never know how these guys end up when they you just never know. Never know.
You know, Roger looking great. Like he took some reverse age juice over there. So it's going to be interesting to see in the French. And you know your boy still doing all that. So it'll be interesting.
Novak.
Yeah, Novak still. Novak is Novak.
My dude.
So it should be interesting. Andy might get into the semis, but I don't think he's going to win it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Triple G will fight Canelo Alvarez.
Boo.
In the middleweight title unification in Las Vegas this year.
Boo.
On September the 16th.
Boo.
People are saying it's actually the first big fight of the year. It ain't many these days. You'd be big fights 2 or 3 a year now.
Right.
We might get one.
Right.
But Triple G will fight Canelo to unify the middleweight title. So
who cares?
Look at you, man. What happened to you, man? You was a boxing guy, dude.
Man, boxing hadn't been fun for a long time.
They hurt you. I know you still fighting that charge.
I'm still disputing them charges of Mayweather Pacquiao. Morgan hit the button. We didn't order that fight.
You didn't order the fight. I understand.
Even though we had a fight party, we didn't watch it.
You just had a gathering.
We just had to get together.
Yeah.
We were watching, the Ten Commandments or something. Oh, man, good story right here. Kid, we covered during the True 19 game. Texas A&M, they land 2019. 4-star quarterback Grant Gunnell over Alabama. This was the big kid, number 7, who Mike Vick was very high on. Yeah. Not the athletic kid, number 1, who's running around, but the big kid.
Yeah, I know
the big kid, big 6'5" kid, man. So we got to see him play up close and personal. So that's a good pickup for those guys.
Hey, real quick, man, shout out to the Miami Marlins pitcher, man. Edison Varquez threw a no-hitter this weekend, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Around that 7th inning, because I think as a pitcher, you kind of know what's going on, but you really don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then when your teammates start acting funny, you be like, oh, I must got to know.
You just pitching at that time. You just
right. You just kind of, because you can't remember if you gave up a hit or not. You like, did I give up a hit?
But he had 10 strikeouts, 2 walks on 98 pitches, which is good, under 100.
Bruh, he was doing work.
Hey, man, we about to take us a quick break. When we come out, it's time to go into that wide-out corner, man. Stay with us.
This is Coach Greg Thompson. Tune in to The Crush on the SSNATL.com.
Use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Really, Mace? Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans? This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren. Hey, man, we're going to really right now where we're going to question some of these our sports people and their intelligence, and really y'all doing this right now? Make sure start it out, man.
Hey, man, really all you LeBron James stands. Hey, man, what did y'all think? Really? So y'all gonna act like what KD did is not the same thing that LeBron James did. And I understand, I hear y'all say, oh, he didn't go to a 73-win team, blah. Last time I checked, him, D-Wade, Chris Bosh were a pretty good bunch who won a couple of championships together. It's the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same thing.
The only question I have to the haters is if you hated LeBron for doing it, why are you welcoming KD?
Well, I keep trying to tell you why.
That's the only question.
That's why I'm going to give you a really next. But let's keep going, Glaze. It's on you.
Because I'm like, really, Maceo?
they hate him too.
No, they...
Yes, they do. Keep going, Glaze. It's on you, Glaze.
I hear all this, but my really go to the Kardashian curse. Well, y'all leave Tristan Thompson alone, man. The brother got 4 rebounds a game. Really, Kardashian curse. Leave him alone. Don't bake him no more cookies. Don't bake him no more cakes. Don't cook no more games. Let the man play his playoffs. Let him finish. Y'all got all summer to screw with him. Let the man do his thing, man. Come on, really, Tristan? You got to get more than 4 rebounds. Steph Curry out-rebounded you.
Wow.
Steph Curry had 10 rebounds. You had 4.
Wow.
Just think about that for a minute, Tristan.
Wow, that's tough.
Really?
That's tough.
What you got, man?
Hey, man, really, Paul Pierce. Paul, listen, Paul, I know you retired. You're still doing the job, Paul. We need you to not hit the dispensary till the finals over, Paul. Paul, listen, we know you be on 1, 2, or 3. Come on, Paul.
It's bad, man.
Paul, you at home. Really, Paul Pierce. It's bad. Paul.
You can tell on TV.
Really, Paul. And then today on the jump, you had the shades on, Paul. Code word for, you got the Chinese eyes.
Macy.
Really, Paul Pierce.
It's bad, Macy.
Really, Paul Pierce.
Really, Jeff Van Gundy? This is the best duo ever in the NBA?
Prisoner of the moment.
We are prisoners of the moment too much, man.
Hey, man.
I saw Mike and Scotty say, what?
We want to make a declaration so bad.
He went ahead.
He's the best ever.
On national TV and said that the best duo ever in Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Oscar Robertson and Kareem were like, what?
It's just so many people like Magic and whoever like.
It's like, really?
Worthy and somebody like.
So we get 1 season, 2 games in the finals, and they the best ever?
Right, man.
Prisoners of the moment, man.
Two games in, man.
That's the best way of putting it, man. Prisoners of the moment. Really, Jeff Van Gundy.
I keep trying to tell you, man.
What you got, buddy?
Really, Robert Horry. So if you guys watched the jump, and if you hadn't, go back and look at this jacket that he had on today.
Was it that bad?
Really, Robert Horry, you have too much money, Robert Horry, to show up in anybody's studio dressed like this. He had it looked like either some carrots or some pineapples on a white jacket. Really, Robert Horry, man, just stick with the basics, man.
You went too much with it.
I'm like, dude, okay, we understand you fly.
So
that was too fly.
So the jump had Paul Pierce kind of.
Paul Pierce with shades on and he was faded. Robert Horry with this jacket on.
Oops. That was a
and then Jalen Rose, because, the Kobe commercial dropped.
I love that commercial.
Hey, man.
I love that commercial. The way they look at each other for a little while.
Yeah.
That was a great commercial, man.
81.
81 olives.
Oh, Marlon say it's the jacket. It got trophies on it.
Oh,
I couldn't identify it. Was so ugly. Really?
I know you were going to get to this, but I got to jump on it. Really, Rex and Rob Ryan?
Oh, my God.
Y'all too old to be fighting in some bars.
Hey, man, they fighting in the club.
In the club, man. Both of y'all are old, man. If y'all get the chance to go see this, go look at Rex and Rob fighting. And they were choking people. They were reaching.
Listen, you got to remember who their daddy was. They daddy fought somebody on the sideline.
That's true.
So you got to understand.
My bad.
Understand where they came from.
My bad.
But really, Rex Ryan, you got on, you wearing a Washington National jersey?
About to fight.
I mean, dude, you hadn't even started your job at ESPN.
Exactly. Y'all boys still got jobs you're supposed to be going to.
Still got jobs. Well, you know what? Hey, man, they got money to blow. I guess, man. I just don't understand.
Really?
Yeah,
the video
really.
got them, though. It's them.
Yeah, man.
You know it's them.
Yeah.
You got anything else for us, man?
Yeah, and this kind of off the cuff a little bit because I got forced into watching this show. Really little Bow Wow. Really Bow Wow. This growing up hip hop Atlanta. Hey, man, let's cancel that show right now, man.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, man, y'all put our city in a bad light, man. Bow Wow, nobody checking for you in these streets like that, Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Really, Bow. Really.
And I know why, my last one, but I know why. But really, Seattle Seahawks, you rather go with Austin Davis over Colin Kaepernick? That was that guy with the big shoulder pads I showed you.
I keep trying to tell you, man. I knew where you were going with it. But I had to throw in his shoulder pad was too big.
But that's why I sent the picture like that. Did you see how high they were?
No, he had on like 2 shot guards.
That picture alone with him not signed.
Like, he can't even put his helmet on.
I mean, what is he
with them shoulder pads?
How he supposed to throw?
Dude, he can't put his he can't put his helmet on because his shoulder pad's so high.
I mean, if y'all go see a picture of Austin when he was with, there's a picture I posted that, you know, let alone I didn't know who he was. He ain't played since December 2016.
Yes.
And I think because the shoulder pad was too big.
Yes.
But you pick Colin, you would talk about Colin, you're like, yeah, we're just going to go with Austin.
Hey, man, pressure. Listen, these folks done got together and say, hey, man, we not going to bring Colin in unless all the quarterbacks get hurt. Then go sign Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they doing out here in these streets. And we get it. We get it.
Brandon is Gagnon said, you can never count the GOAT Bow Wow out. You're going back to make another Mike movie.
Hey, man, Bow Wow, let it go.
Let it go, Bow Wow.
Let it go, Bow Wow. Somebody cancel this show. Please.
Was it Shedwick? What's his real name? Moss?
Shad
Moss.
Hey, man.
Shad, quit getting on them commercial for like, no, keep it on. That budget got to be.
Wow.
Hey, man, when we come back, man, we got an interview for you with Chuck Wiley, former NFLer. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
On SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face. And posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260. SSNATL.com. We've got the internet locked down. With an awesome mix of urban hits and smart talk for the smarter listener. Go to Google Play and download the app free. Search SSNATL.
Hey, man, we're back. We're going into our second interview right now, man, with Chuck Wiley. Maceo, please introduce Chuck.
Hey, man, 7-year NFL veteran, Carolina Panther, Atlanta Falcon, Minnesota Viking, and the New York Giants. Boo. But he was definitely an LSU standout, man. I remember when he was down there raising all kind of sand down there, man. Upcoming football camp that he does. I didn't know you did it this many years going strong in Atlanta.
Going strong. This is year 14.
Right.
14 years.
To the microphone, everybody. Chuck Wiley. What's going on, Chuck?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
Good, brother. Good, brother.
Welcome, Chuck, man. We're going to talk a little bit about you first, man. Playing at LSU, man, we always hear about Death Valley. Talk about your years there, man. How was
it? And let's be clear for this region of the country, that's the real Death Valley.
Okay.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it falls in line. LSU number 1, the other one in California is number 2, and the one down the road in South Carolina is number 3. I'm just putting it out there. Just putting the facts out there.
There it is. Chuck, you would know. You was there.
Yeah.
But
you
was there.
But I'm going to tell you guys, it was a great experience. I pretty much stayed home, went to the other side of town, if you want to call it that. Like I said, it was a really good experience, man. Learned a lot. I always tell people I did better in college than I did in high school, especially academically. Like it was just because you got to remember you had no other choice but to do your work. The distractions.
Right.
You remember when you go to me like an inner city school and all black neighborhood, all black everything. It just seemed like I just always caught myself doing something or getting into something.
Right.
So now. I'll go to the other side of town, and my classes. I'm the only one that looks just like me most time. You have no other choice but to do your work.
Stakes with a little higher.
But stakes were high, and for me, I think it helped me with discipline, though. Really, it did.
Now we always hear about life in the SEC. How was that, and how did it prepare you for the NFL?
Well, I tell you what, you play against the top competition. Majority of the guys I remember going against. Damn near our whole class was. Made it to the league, really. I mean, it was a lot of guys, and they played a lot of years. I was in that class of 98, so pretty much now I always tell people my class is extinct from the league. The last 3 was Charles Woodson, Hasselbeck, and Peyton Manning. That was the last 3 from the 98 class, so 98 is out of the league now. So, but it was really good, man. We had some talent. I remember that even that Senior Bowl I went to back in 98, it was loaded. You had Takeo Spikes, you had Vonnie Holliday, Greg Ellis. It was a talent. Eric Brown,
big names.
It was a talented group.
Wow,
talented group.
So when you say you went to across the street, were there any other schools that you were interested in, or was it only going to be LSU?
Yeah, and I always tell people, man, this is crazy, but I actually was committed to Auburn. I was actually committed to Auburn. I was recruited by Arkansas, Mississippi State, and all those kind of those regional SEC schools and all the in-state schools, and loads of HBCUs and everything. And funny as it may seem, I actually went to a visit to Jackson State. I went to 2 visits, Jackson State and LSU, and then after I went to LSU, it just kind of just shut down. But I always tell people that was the best experience going to HBCU. That was probably one of the best visits ever. I mean, I still have just bad thoughts and memories from that. That was fun. It makes a man smile when he feels like frowning. It's like one of those.
I understand.
I had some teammates from high school that went there, man, and like I said, I came out there and they said, man, we definitely need you, Chuck, and come down, play tight end for us and everything. And I said, all right, I'm gonna go check it out. I said, believe me, just trust me. And I came out there, it was. I wish I had more thumbs.
What is it about night games at LSU?
Well, I would say like this. The big tradition was that all the factory workers used to get off late, and what happens when they come to the games, they come pretty
They're right.
inebriated.
They're right.
Good.
Okay.
And even though the guys are not working at the factory, they still come there like that from sun up to. I mean, I promise you, there's some people you really have to question: do they really have a liver or a stomach? Because they come like pre-game. I mean, posted up in the Winnebagos. I mean, they have it. I mean, they are lit, and then come all the way to game time. And it's so loud in there. We actually one year we played Auburn and we beat them in '95. It was like the second time we registered as a
the decibel
earthquake.
Game.
Yeah, the decibel game. Yeah. So it's like that, one of those consistent, just fiery, just cheering, and they going at it back and forth.
We hear from people say, man, you go down there, it's crazy. Everybody's a little inebriated, like you say, when you go in there.
And great hospitality too. I promise you, you walk down that walk, man, you'll see a gator being cooked, and you see all kind of like crawfish and every little dish. I mean, I promise you used to walk out and they have, here, Chuck, here's some plates. I heard you like gummy bears. Here you go. Like it used to be that kind of stuff. It was, like I said, it was a great experience.
Wow.
Great experience.
Boy, you gotta love that.
Yeah.
Which game stands out to you more during your college career that you were like, yeah, that was the game that I know you talked about decibel game, but for your personal at LSU, which game stands out the most for you?
I would say one would be the Florida game. We beat Florida. That was the first time in a long time we had beat Florida. Florida was number 1 in the country. They were undefeated. It was a night game. It was at Death Valley, and I remember the commentators. Everybody. I remember just the one thing I remember that was so pivotal. Why I gave a pregame speech to the team because we went in. They did media day on a Wednesday or something or Thursday, and they were just saying, "Well, look." Can y'all even slow them down? Like it was just so one-sided, and they were just being so disrespectful. So I said, okay. I tell you what. I tell you, and I said in so many words. I tried to be PG. I said, when we put our foot up there, you know what I'm saying? Then ask me that question. I just walked out of the interview and left. That was years ago. That's for all the social media came. And sure enough, I went and talked to the team. I remember slamming my hand on the table. I said, we're gonna whip they and man, we came out there like some crazy dogs.
Beat that Florida.
Hey, man, I love it, man. I love it. Hey,
and I would say, too, you know what, so one more, I would say the last game of the year, we beat Notre Dame. And you think about my last game out playing, we won. And that was very memorable, too, man. Winning 3 bowl games. We actually changed that program around.
Yeah, let's do
from
that.
6 losing seasons to
that was the time everybody started paying attention to LSU a lot.
Right.
At that time, around that time. We come back, man, we're going to talk with Chuck about his pro career. Also, we're going to talk about this camp, man. 14 years? 14 years. Awesome. We're going to talk about it when we come back. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
Hey, Crush fans. I'm Taisha Fernandez. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Uncle Dan?
Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearms storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com. JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction. Invest $49 a month at a real gym. For more info, go to Facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
Hey man, we are back doing our crushing interview right now with Chuck Wiley. Chuck, when you first get to the league with Carolina, what were your thoughts, man, going in, you like you say, being from where you're from, going to LSU, and now you're in the NFL. What were your thoughts when you got there, man?
Well, the first thoughts was like, man, I'm so glad I'm not broke anymore. You know what I mean? That's the first thing come in your head. Like, damn, like, I can actually buy something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget this. I remember my agent was like, hey, Chuck, look, my man got a deal on these Rolexes and everything. You want to get one? Like, they 20, but you can get it for 10. But I was like, and I started thinking about it, and then some of them real, like, my parents, the value came in. Yeah. I was like, well, it don't make sense for me to get a Rolex. I don't own a suit.
Right.
I'm going to have a Rolex on and some Nike shorts.
that don't match.
It don't match. But, I was going to say, man, it was a good experience. I would just say it was a little different now. You got to remember, when I went to Charlotte, that was the third year the team had been in existence. Right. Mm-hmm. So it was very boring. And I'm just being honest with you.
And Charlotte is a very small town.
Small town.
Yeah.
It has 1 million people in a small town, but it's grown now. But back then, for us, like if your early 20s and stuff like that, and you're trying to go out.
I was living in Charlotte at that time.
Yeah, it was not popping. I mean, only thing you had to do and just we would just hang out at strip clubs. Charlotte had 25 strip clubs within the city limits.
Yeah, South Boulevard, baby. South Boulevard, baby.
And it was so bad, we would go there just to get lunch. And, they had one right by the stadium. And it's still there, Uptown Cabaret.
Yeah.
And we go there and get lunch and play pool. And the girls like, y'all want that? No, man, we playing pool, bye. Looking at you.
We got time. We got time for lunch and pool.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to get back to the stadium.
We got time for all that.
Yeah, so it was it was a unique experience, man. I don't think, until I got to Atlanta, that was when I said, okay. And I really literally just kind of woo-saw and kissed the ground now I'm in the league.
Yeah, I'm in the league.
Now I'm in the league now. Because you got to remember, I went to a team that it was all veterans. Yeah. Everybody was older. You had guys that was in their 30s coming with other guys in their 20s playing PlayStation. I was like, I just did that in college. I don't want to play PlayStation.
Right.
I do it with my nephew.
And it's funny you say, because I was living in Charlotte at that time, and I always said, I was like, this city is not ready for an NFL team. Just simply because, it's nowhere it's nothing for these guys to do to unwind. All they're going to do is ride up and down Independence Boulevard. They're going to ride up and down South Boulevard.
Everything closed at 9 o'clock.
Everything closed.
They had one, safe club for blacks to go to, and it was in the hotel, the Adams Mark,
right
downtown. That was it. I mean, everything else, either they had an actual players club. You know, like after the movie,
right?
Yeah, the actual play. That was it. And but you risk getting shot. So I mean, you figure it out. Or you like Latin music, or you gonna like pop and country and rock and roll, and that was none of the above for me. So I mean, it was really nothing to do but go to strip clubs and play PlayStation with some older veterans. Just try to get away from their wife. Play PlayStation.
Man, ain't you about 33 years old playing play? You got next on Madden? Nah, that's low.
Yeah.
When did you know you belonged in the league?
I would say, I promise you, when we did this. Sometimes with these teams, you do a scrimmage with other teams. So we actually went up to Saginaw Valley State. That's where the Lions had their practice. And his last year, my first year, was Barry Sanders. So when Barry, we were in shorts and we were doing one-on-one. Barry did a shake on me and almost, he broke the ankles. But I still latched on and said, "You ain't going nowhere." He's like, "Good job, guy. Good job." Give me a little pat. Good job. And that's when I said, "Okay, I can play with Barry Sanders."
Wow. Wow.
But let me tell you something. But for real, if this was live, I think I would have probably missed him. He was that lightning quick, and that was like year 10, year 11.
And that was that like welcome to the NFL moment. Like,
it was.
But you got a hand on him, man. That's got to be good.
Got a hand on. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I caught Jerry Rice on the end around. Now, let's be real about this. Jerry Rice was year 14, 15, but I did catch him.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Look, wait. When I got him, I said, "Damn, I got Jerry Rice." I stood over. He said, "Man, get off me." That actually happened. That was a true story. Because I was like, "Man, I just caught Jerry Rice." I mean, it was a true story.
Like, man, get off me,
man.
Man, let me call somebody to tell him I got Jerry Rice. Oh, man, no, you didn't. Yeah, right.
Jerry Rice, man.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
That is real crazy. What do you think about now with all of the social media and everything? Do you think it would be more difficult? Is it more difficult now for these guys today to navigate that because it's like they can see and hear everything now, even though they try to say I don't hear that stuff. They can't help but see it now.
They can't help but see it, and it's another thing. I know with us, we tried to block it out. I mean, I remember too. It was some teams you would go to where like you have a TV playing, coaches would cut it off and cut it off in the lounge area. So we just unless you had a newspaper, I mean, you really didn't have anything to read, like or you tried to block it out as much as you can, unless somebody came back and said something, or let's say like the media come in. Oh, guess what? I heard that such just said this about it. Do you have any comment on it? And that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So. But now, this is the one I just don't understand. It's like, if you're doing something illegal or you're doing something dirty or doing something just dumb, why are you posting it? I don't. That's the one thing I don't. Just tell the cops you did it. Just say,
we got a segment called "Really" because of things like that.
Yeah,
like, why are you posting that?
Yeah.
Come on, guy.
I don't. That's the one thing I don't understand about a lot of the young guys, man.
Yeah.
It's a trip, but. I mean, it's the
know
era we live in.
We just did it. Why are you telling people, man? You're business right now, man.
Yeah, and that's the one thing they not understand. You're a brand. Your name.
A brand.
You're a brand. You're a business. You're a brand, and it's so many more opportunities. You saw them when I was my last couple of years trying to start some of these things, but it's so many more opportunities now for guys, man.
Do you talk to young people about that, the younger players? Because the one thing is, when you hear the word Chuck Wiley, that means something because for 14 years, that has been a camp. That's been your name. And that's a brand. Do you have a chance to talk to some of these guys about that?
I talk to them all the time. I've had a lot of opportunities as far as working with some kids with different camps and stuff. And so I see them from high school, and I try to catch them early at high school and talk to them about like just making good sounds. I always tell guys, you ain't got to have a stick stuck up your butt. I'm not saying that, but like, just make good decisions. Like, you ain't got to be doing stupid stuff. Like, hey, like, look, if you like this girl, okay, tell her you like it. If you don't like this other girl, look, bye. Like, just be honest. That sometimes you just get yourself out of it instead of just keep lying, and then now she trying to get you caught up in this thing trying to happen, and then you're lying to my man, and it's like, dude, just be honest and just. I tell them just be honest, stay out of that, just stay out of trouble. Just kind of just be smart. Just think about, all right. I know I'm not supposed to be here. They shot it up last week. Like, don't go. like it just got it.
Common sense.
Common sense, man. It's and then you know what else too? I always tell them, and I had to make that decision. It's tough. Some of your homeboys, you just got to dog. I love you to death, but I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I mean, you gotta remember, I'm in my early 40s. I'm giving my age away, but I still have guys from high school. And even younger I play with still doing the same stuff we did like some 25, 30 years ago. Like, dude, when you gonna grow up, man? Yeah. When is it gonna stop? You know, like, really?
You gotta have those conversations, man, because they gonna do some things and they gonna, well, Chuck was with them, and that's all they gonna say.
Yeah. And then, too, the chicks, you guys, no, bye. No, you can't call me. I'm married. No, I'm married. Bye. Bye. That's the other ones, too. Yeah. You gotta...
Hold that question, mates. We got the sign. We're about to take a quick break. So when we come back, we want to talk about the camp. And we got a question. So
I got to get this question out.
We'll be right back. Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie. This is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
So, I'm a dog, and I just got adopted by this new human guy, and I'm starting to wonder how he got along without me. I mean, okay, something as simple as walking around the block. He's got this leash thing, and he puts me on one end and him on the other, and I'm just taking him around. I think he's afraid of getting lost. Without that leash and me guiding him along, I don't think he'd find his way back home. But it's kind of cute.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girl in Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks.
How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man, we're back. Still doing our question interview with our man, Chuck Wiley, man. So make sure, what the question that you had, bro?
Craziest thing your partners tried to get you to do? Tried to get you to buy?
Oh, try to get you to buy?
Yeah.
The craziest thing.
They wanted a barbershop, record company.
Like those?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Dude, they had a dude talking about buying game shows. I'm like, what the hell I want a game show? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what they got YouTube for.
What a game show for real?
No, and see, this is why we got to talk to you. They've gotten some guys on this. They've gotten guys on it. You got to remember, dude, they got so many sharks out here. They had a guy, I'm not going to say his name. You should probably have to Google. I don't want to be embarrassed, but he actually bought the Love Connection. And then they just brought it out with the Andy Cohen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But he was supposed to have bought the rights of 200 G's for it. Just damn fool. Just crazy. But I'm trying to figure out what is so, you're not going to bring them people back. That show was done at 8. What do you want it for?
Right.
You ain't buying the rights to it. Like, and it's that kind of stuff, man. They came with that.
Buy a game show.
I don't know if you remember this episode from Martin. I think one dude asked me to buy some rental spoons. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like,
man.
Because he talking about investing in this restaurant, and I was like, all right, well, what's your plan? Like, look, just look. I got you down. Like, no plans, no nothing.
Right.
I said,
let's just do it.
So just rental spoons. That's what I told him. So yeah.
Wow.
I think that was two of the craziest ones.
Hey, man, so let's talk about the camp real quick, Chuck.
Okay.
June 8th. Is for kids 9 through 18 from 8 to 12 p.m., 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Yeah. Talk about it. 14 years, man. Talk about the camp, man.
Well, when I started my foundation back in 01, I started doing it back where I'm from in Baton Rouge. I started doing it back in my hometown. This was something I just wanted to do because where we're from, New Orleans is maybe 80 miles away, and the closest team is the Saints, obviously. Right. So you got to remember, it's probably similar to like let's say like the Falcons here, they don't go to all the cities and everything. So the Saints rarely came down, and then we had guys that played in the league, but they would never come back and do anything.
Never come back.
So what I started doing, I said, well, look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start doing this, and this is my opportunity to give back to these kids because I remember being that young kid with those ambitions and aspirations of playing football and making a better living for myself and my family, and this is my way of giving them back and giving some inspiration, man. And it's been really good. And what I did was when I got with the Falcons a couple years later, I started doing it here. And it's started doing it in the city and it just carried on, man. And it continued. Partnered up with my fraternity chapter, Phi Kappa chapter's foundation, Project Friendship. And we started just doing the camps more. So I started getting, and then we also partnered up with USA Football, and then I added cheerleading. I started adding the girls.
Okay.
So I started doing that, and every year what I try to do is, how can I improve? How can I continue to impact my community? So back in Baton Rouge, what I did a health fair. So I started doing that, getting people awareness, because where we live at, I remember I told you guys earlier, I grew up in a predominantly black area. So pretty much, there's no hospitals within the immediate area where we live. So what happens if somebody, God forbid something happened, you have to go away almost, it's a 15, 20-minute drive. Right. And, that's the difference between life and death.
Right.
So that's why what I did is try to bring awareness to it. Yeah. And so this year what I'm doing here, and I'm going to do it back in Baton Rouge too, where we're going to give every kid a book to read. We're going to give them books and promote reading, Salt on Literacy. That's some of the things we're going to do. And also we're going to do like a little mini health fair for the young kids, as far as we partner up with Colgate, doing dentistry, like giving some information, and also a free screening.
Awesome.
So this is, like I said, every year I try to find a way to impact the community. And I was going to tell you this too. I know you said you were over at Doug. The Adamsville Vikings, that's kind of like my little team because I was a Viking too.
Okay.
So what I've done, I've kind of adopted them. So every year I give those kids, we give them 7-pad sets. mouthpieces, and I give the girls pom-poms, and we give them megaphones.
Oh,
so
okay.
every year,
Shout out-
that's what we've been doing. Just trying
Shout out to
support
Coach
teams.
Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. My dudes.
Well, Chuck, we appreciate you coming on, man. We really appreciate it. Please tell people again where they can find out and what's going on with the camp.
Okay, this is a free camp over at Adamsville Rec Center. You can go to usafootball.com/camps. Just Google, find a camp in your area, and you can Google there or look up my name on there, and it'll pop up and everything. Like I said, it's going to be fun. I'll have a lot of my teammates out there, and I'm going to enjoy ourselves, man. We always come out there and have fun with the kids, man. It's for the community.
A mega football and cheer camp.
Off MLK, baby.
Wait,
June 8th.
Can I get a Wolverine shirt or something, some MB or something? Something?
We can do that.
Yeah,
Okay. Find me something.
We got people.
2X.
We know people.
We know
2X.
people. We got you.
Good.
We're going to take care of that. Hey, we'll come back, man. We're going to wrap the show. Well, not yet. Yeah, right that time.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches, you want to get in shape. Spring is here, summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm place on a cold day. I want to be a football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Everybody successful lays a blueprint out. You laid the blueprint out. I stayed true to my dreams, and by doing that, eventually they came true.
A lot of times, it's like in life, right? Life brings like drama, and you got to deal with this person, and then you funky relationship here, and all these things. You try and just kind of balance them out as best I can.
Make a choice, right? You just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what real beasts do.
Unleash your beast. Write your history. SSNATL.com. We've got the internet locked down. It's an awesome mix of urban hits and smart talk for the smarter listener. Go to Google Play and download the app free. Search SSNATL.
Winners Crush Recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
With Blunt Power, 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power
by going to their website at bluntpower.com. I go to their Facebook or Twitter page.
I got to go re-up.
Yeah, me too.
With the re-up.
When you going? Oh, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hey, man, great show, man. Great show, man.
Man, great show, man. Great
Julie,
show.
she funny, man.
Hilarious.
She is a funny lady. Man.
Hilarious.
She already booked the next gig already. So
already.
She was like,
booked.
She was like, yo, I'm already here again.
Yeah, booked.
But, yeah, man, so great show. This weekend, man, what was your weekend like this weekend, man?
Man, weekend was pretty cool. You know what? I spent a lot of time answering questions about Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
We want to talk about that a little bit, man. We went out there and visited. I was...
Media tour. We're media now. We're media.
Straighten the shirt up after that one.
Yeah, we're media.
But even though it was big, I still didn't feel I guess because we saw it on. It was still. It didn't look like it was pretty tight still. Not when I mean tight. It was. You feel like you can feel the difference with being there if you play.
That thing roomy. But the fans are gonna be on top of the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going.
What I'm gathering is everybody go see Jerry World.
Yeah.
And then they say, you know what? Okay, we need to add this and add that. Because I was thinking about, he was saying like all the individual art that's gonna be in there. Because now what I do like about what they're doing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they're allowing fans to venture all around the stadium. You just because you in the 100 section don't mean you got to stay in the 100 section. They encourage you to go to 200, go to 300 because it's so much stuff. They're trying to make it super fan friendly. Like, I don't think they want you sitting in your seat.
Yeah. But you know, I always talk bad about Jerry World. I ain't never been down there. I would love to go because
you got to go.
But Jerry did it with no. He just did it. You know what I'm saying? So now every stadium is built like I've been to Jerry. I saw what he did here. Yeah. He built it to be huge.
Yeah.
He wanted 100 and some thousand up in there.
Yeah.
Some teams saying, you know what, kind of like what they doing. What I like about Mercedes-Benz, that when soccer, they saying we're not gonna let you go to the third.
No, we just gonna put 40,000
screaming at you
right here on top of you. That's all we doing.
Because right now they fill out Bobby Dodd every time. I mean, not Bobby. It is Bobby Dodd.
Bobby Dodd.
They fill it up every time. But yeah, we went there, man, and they're gonna have a lot of. If you can't get wireless in there, you can't get wireless nowhere. They went to my 4,000 feet. They got every bill you ever wanted.
Right. 1,300 over 1,300 taps. I didn't realize it was so little tap. I guess that's why you could never get no beer in the Georgia Dome.
You was sitting there like, man, I can't get no beer.
Man, where the beer man at, man?
They still got them Budweiser.
And like, man, they gonna have a beer garden. Like, how many people are not gonna leave the beer garden? Like, they not gonna know what's going on during the game.
They got a place where you can go outside if you want to and chill with the big bird. It's great. But like I said, you had to start with somewhere. I'm sure Jerry just like, yeah, thank y'all welcome, everybody.
Right.
Y'all welcome. But
right.
November 12th, we're going to, me and Michelle, had to go there. We also visited SunTrust Park, man, and it was good to go see that, man.
Even though they were being real funny about their grass, man, they were sweeping the grass, getting that stuff. Man, I don't have that stuff out there then. But again, man, when they put money into these things,
it was good to have a little behind the scene because me and Mason was in the dugout. We saw.
We got to go hang out down there by the we was in the batting cage. We was everywhere.
Shout out to CJ Stewart, awesome event this weekend.
Oh man, great job.
It was a great job. Love seeing it. Going down there, I saw my first. I ain't gonna lie, first time I saw a silver slug and a gold glove.
Right.
So I got able to see that. Enjoy seeing the young people, and that's some of the things that I like. Exposure. We talk about that a lot during Wednesdays.
Man, listen. Imagine being able. Like I can remember. My freshman year, when we played at Fulton County Stadium.
Yeah.
And just like, man, being out there, the dirt still on the infield. I always wanted to play like in Fulton County Stadium like that. So I was like, man, great experience, man. For those kids to pitch off the same mound that these major league guys pitch off of,
But what's funny, you stupid. You're like, man, they can't pitch off that. The thing don't move.
Well, most high school mounds, people dig out the hole by the rubber so much so you can push off.
They don't do that.
Not in the major league. You got to be able to just the rubber is right here.
That thing is tight.
And you got to go.
That thing is tight.
You got to go. And if y'all try to start digging stuff out, no, we're gonna pack it back in.
I had another appreciation for baseball players because it's hot.
Oh yeah,
1 o'clock game.
It's steaming, blazing in baseball. Oh yeah.
Full power to you.
Could be a long inning. Could be, I want to see somebody. I want to see one of them kids jack one out of there.
Yeah, I thought one was going
to couple of nice shots.
They hit some shots.
Couple of nice shots.
But it was good to see, man. It was an excellent event. It was a busy week for us. We saw the Dream game. Shout out to Tiffany Hayes for being named Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
Right.
Shout out to you, Tip. You know what I'm saying?
Tip's comedian.
She about to beat up on Maceo because
I'm glad I had Cameron with me.
Yeah, because it might have been ugly.
I might have caught an L.
Because she looked like she about to go off.
She was going to go off. That temper of hers, yes, it was in full effect.
Yeah, man, it was a lot going on. So, like I said, man, one thing I do like about Mercedes-Benz is now when it opens, Atlanta will be that little area with the College Football Hall of Fame, Centennial Park, Phillips Arena, Georgia World Congress Center. We've talked about it. If they could have somehow found a way to put Fulton County down there in that little area, which they wouldn't have. They had to get rid of some spot. That's gonna be a very happening area, Macy.
It would be better once they tear down the Georgia Dome.
Yeah, and they're gonna make it with a big fan zone.
It's gonna be a big fan zone. Wait a minute, how long we gotta get Kennedy in this seat over here?
My bad, Kennedy. Come
Kennedy,
on,
get
Kennedy.
on over here, Kennedy.
Thank you, mate. That's why you over there.
Yeah, man.
She stuck out on me before we started.
Well, right, you're right. She would normally already be here,
but she snuck out on us, man. I wasn't ready for it.
Yes, she would.
So, Kennedy, the last few minutes are yours. Great. Tell us about what you learned today.
I think I'm getting more comfortable, kind of doing my thing as an intern. So that's one thing I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But getting better. I like what Mr. Chuck Wiley talked about with this self-branding thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people, young, old, in the digital age that we're in, like, you have to recognize how big you are as a brand individually.
Right.
I mean, you could be somebody off in Fulton County, Clayton County,
Right.
Douglas County. Like, it don't matter. Like, you have a social media page, you have a brand.
You got a brand.
You can go digital,
And
baby.
you can use that brand to get you all types of opportunities. If you know how to use it and if you know how to work with it, it's a gateway to anything, pretty much.
Right.
Gateway to the world.
Yeah,
Right.
so that was a great.
Yeah. Was this your first double interview?
I think maybe
I don't
not.
think we did double interview with her.
I think we had that.
think it's the
So
first
yeah,
time.
that was also a new thing. Learning how to take one person out, bring one person in. I got called out a little bit, but I was just trying to be friendly. Send people out.
Because you did, when you were coming back, I was like, she got more people with her. So that was perfect.
So,
Right.
yeah.
I didn't even see you go to the phone to see if somebody was here. Like,
I guess when she was out there, Erica must have been pulling. Erica know. So
yeah. Erica knows. So yeah, that was cool.
Meeting Julie Smith, we're glad that you were able to see professional women in the media and things
Love
of that
it.
nature.
Love it.
She is. She was awesome. She was funny.
She was a character. She actually was funnier than I thought. Cause
Yeah.
kind of when she's on TV, I guess when they do the traffic, they kind of back and forth, so you don't really get to see. But yeah,
But the little secret she told, what she said, you might have saw me at 4:30 with no makeup. 4:30, I got lipstick.
That's crazy.
That's early, mate.
That's early.
I know you work. That's some of you.
Yeah.
But still, mate, that's like you. She's up now.
Yeah, for ladies, it's different too. Cause like say they don't want to get in front of the camera without
You gotta
all
be
the
right.
proper tools.
But people need their traffic, man. Because in Atlanta, it started about 4:30.
Atlanta, you gotta know in Atlanta, boy. Cause Lord have mercy.
You can see traffic on a Sunday. Don't understand that. We supposed to be at church. Why is the traffic on a Sunday?
I noticed that the other day. Like, why are they doing construction at 2:00 in the afternoon? Are you serious?
Can I get here? It's a Sunday. I want to get here.
Start that at midnight.
Thank you, Julie Smith. Thank you, Chuck Wiley. We appreciate y'all coming on today. Thank you, Prime. Thank you, Kennedy.
Thank you.
We got Prime all week. Yeah, man. Who told Leah to doggone take vacation?
I don't know if Prime like that or not, but we're gonna see. He quadruple doodle these days. So, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay with us. Peace.
Yep.
Get ready. Playing the best R&B and some hip-hop on Sensation Station Network.
And so a new American industry has been born.
Sensation Station Network.